Throne Room, and you're chilling with me, Elle. And if you find this video to be interesting, or if you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button below, and it'd mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel. So thank you for tuning in to the Throne Room, y'all. So this last episode was the Winds of Winter, and as you may know, it went down. Definitely went down. This was the best one I have ever seen in this season, because it was kind of slow. We're watching Dany kind of just build herself up, and then now she's leaving now, finally. So to get into that, let's get it, y'all. So Winds of Winter is the 10th episode of the 6th season of Game of Thrones. It's the 60th episode of the series overall, and it's premiered on June 26, 2016, and it was written by David Benioff, D.B. Weiss, and directed by Miguel. Sorry, I chopped up your name. I apologize. So the most interesting thing is this is a Cersei episode, obviously. Cersei stands trial for her crimes while Jaime celebrates victory of Walder Frey. At the Twins, Davos confronts Jon, Melisandre's actions, and Littlefinger reveals his
intentions to Sansa. Meanwhile, Bran continues
his quest for knowledge in the far north as winter finally arrives. So let's go ahead and get into this commentary, but I must warn you, if you have not watched this show, please go ahead and turn this off, because it's going to be a spoiler, and another spoiler as time goes by, because I'm giving you an in-depth review of the Game of Thrones. So what I will do is I will go ahead and set it up where I will give you a couple of minutes of you know, what happened at the Twins, and then we'll go forward from there. So at the Twins, what happened on that was that Jaime Lannister and Bronn arrive at the Twins to celebrate the regained control of Riverrun and the allegiance between the Freys and the Lannisters. However, Jaime had to ride north from King's Landing in order to retake Riverrun from Blackfish Tully with the persuasion of Edmure Tully. Walder Frey nevertheless crows over the victory and tries to build rapport with Jaime, mentioning that they are both Kingslayers. Unamused, Jaime asks why the Lannisters would need House Frey on their side when they cannot keep control of the river runs. So, you know, it was just really funny because he stood up there and he was like,
the Freys and the Lannisters send their regards. And he just like, whatever, motherfucker. But anyway.
Sometime later, Walder Frey is seen eating dinner in the hall when one of the servants serves him pie. Now, if you didn't notice in this episode, if you're just kind of, you know, listening to the recap and you did watch the episode, there was a pretty girl with green eyes, like brown hair, that was smiling at Jaime, and it led him to leave Walder Frey alone, so he kind of just left and was looking at her. I'm not sure what happened after that, if Arya got it on with
them. We're not, because she's not of age, so let's not even go there. But when one
servant serves him pie and he does not recognize her, immediately questions who she is, slapping
her on the behind like he always does. What a nasty old man he is. Nasty.
So he goes on to gripe about the tardiness of his sons, Black Walder, Lothar Frey, to which the servant earnestly insists that they are already present with him. So eventually he opens the pie and reacts in horror. He's been served the flesh of his own sons. The servant removes her face, revealing that she is Arya Stark of Winterfell, come to remind him of his crimes and take revenge. Now Lord Walder is shocked and tries to escape, but Arya holds him and slits his throat. She did her thing. She slid it from here to here, and she was gone. So smiling as she watches the man who murdered her mother and brother bled to death. So, you know, I think that was a really good thing that she did there, because you have to get revenge for your family, especially when I feel like in this case her mother probably trusted a little bit too much in Walder Frey, and she should already know that man is dirty and he has no manners and he's definitely not to be trusted. But good thing Arya went to the House of White and Black and actually trained with Jaqen H'ghar, and you know, definitely the girl that died, the waif, you know, I was so glad
to see that happening a couple episodes ago, so that was a good
thing. But now at the finale, she definitely came through at the end and did her thing. And I think what they were trying to do is build us up and kind of give us history, so that way when we were ready for season 7 and 8, which from my understanding will be a lot shorter than this one was, because there's only 13 more episodes to go, so they'll probably do like, you know, 6 and then 7 or whatever the case is. I might have not counted that right. Who cares? But the point of it all is that there's not going to be too much more to go. So for all of you people out there, I just want to go ahead and thank you so much for tuning in to the Throne Room with me, Elle. I'll be right back in a few moments with some more commentary on the Game of Thrones Winds of Winter. I'm cutting these down just because I definitely want to give you the time to listen to the most important parts Then we'll get on to the next portion on episode number 2 of the Throne Room, so you can hear the next recap and review of the Game of Thrones. So, my thoughts on this one, my final thought on the first half of the twins. My situation with this all is with Jaime Lannister. He was asked to be signed on for this next season, as well as Cersei, Tyrion, and Daenerys. So I gotta tell you that. Definitely, it's a fact. But for the other characters, we will talk about that are yet to return for season 7. And I'll go ahead and give you a couple predictions on what I think may happen with a couple of those characters. And also a sneak peek review of my in-depth research of Melisandre and other characters on the show. So we'll be right back in a few moments. Again, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and let me know what you think of the video. Otherwise, I appreciate you joining into the Throne Room with me, Elle. We'll be right back in a few moments. If you already haven't checked out my website, which is watchthethroneroom.blogspot.com, go ahead and check me out. Follow me, definitely, and I will follow you back. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back in a few moments.